holdings, cash holdings, and asset value to buy every single NFL team outright and still have the cash value to be considered a $1 trillion company.
This episode is made possible by OIT VoIP. Find your best-in-class revenue generation for MSPs all over the world. Learn more via the link in the show note.
Good morning and welcome to the September 13th, Friday the 13th episode of MSP Dispatch, your source for news, community events, and commentary in the MSP channel. I'm Ray Orsini, and today's spooky co-host, as always, is Mr. Tony Francisco. How you doing, Tony?
Friday the 13th. Kind of cool. Wondering what's going to happen. How the heck are you doing? How have you been? I'm glad to be back.
We got news, we got stories, we got tons of tomfoolery, shenanigans, and hullabaloo. You know what's better than being on a plane and going through all the videos, all the movies you've seen scaring the shit out of me?
What?
The news.
Dude, let's get into the news. Let's do it.
And in my first story, OpenAI talks to raise funds at $150 billion valuation. In a story written by Bloomberg News, as reported by Reuters. OpenAI is in talks to raise $6.5 billion in new funding, which would boost its valuation to $150 billion, according to a Bloomberg News report. This would be a 74% jump from its $86 billion valuation earlier this year. The company known for creating ChatGPT is also negotiating $5 billion through a revolving credit facility. The new funding will help OpenAI stay private longer, avoiding the challenges of going public. Supported by Microsoft, OpenAI has become one of the biggest players in artificial intelligence. Its success has earned its place on Forge Global's private Magnificent Seven, a group of top startups. I see this stuff and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. This screams .com bubble again. And I get you and I have PTSD from this. Why is this different? Why is this the same?
I'm really struggling. I think you said, and I may be off on this, but I think you said $86 billion valuation. I don't know if that's what everyone heard, because that's what I heard and my brain broke. So I don't know what you said after that.
Old valuation. The new one's going to be 150. How insane.
That's the part that melted my brain. A single company carrying a valuation that will processing power, the operational underpinnings, the valuation of the companies involved in that, which, by the way, include power. Everyone's thinking right now, NVIDIA. No, you got to think about power as well. We're talking trillions, plural, of dollars. So the application that is running on top of this is hitting such an astronomically large number, and it is literally the driver behind everything behind it.
Let me put this in context for you. The S&P Global is worth $145.64 billion as of 7 months ago. Morgan Stanley is worth $141.15 billion. And Goldman Sachs is only $126 billion. All three of those affect the global economy. Now we're going to have AI affect the global economy. That's a little
just
scary.
Like
that's
that.
More scary than going public.
Has the holdings, cash holdings, and asset value to buy every single NFL team outright and still have the cash value to be considered a $1 trillion company. Think about the numbers we're talking about here. The word on the street, these are rumors, people, is that ChatGPT 5.0 was finished in March of 2023. The training process was concluded 60 days ago from today. But the logic, the reason, the thought generation and execution from that thought is there, minus the tangibles, meaning the connection to robots to do a physical execution. That is what terrifies me. And I do believe that is what's powering, that forward thinking is what's powering the valuation and all the trillions of dollars on the back end that are actually going to make this happen.
AI is a big deal. I mean, hell, even Microsoft put it in Notepad, right? We were joking about that not too long ago. And nobody else would do something that stupid. Your next story, Mike.
I knew you were going to say something. In my next story, Google's AI note-taking app, NotebookLM, can now explain complex topics to you out loud. From TechCrunch.com. Google has introduced an audio overview feature for its AI note-taking app, NotebookLM. This new feature allows users to listen to the summaries of their uploaded documents, such as course readings or legal briefs. Previously, NotebookLM only provided text-based summaries, but now it can deliver explanations out loud. AI-generated virtual hosts will use conversational speak and metaphors to explain complex topics. The feature is currently available only in English and will have some inaccuracies as it's still in beta. I do not read. I have not read. I read 6 books since my freshman year in high school. 3 of them were Lord of the Rings. I just want to point that out right there. But I can listen and I can process, I can correlate data, I can do data training, I can do pattern recognition, and that's the way my brain works. This resonates with me. I mean, what are your thoughts?
So remind me, you do a lot of meetings. The point of note taking is so you can get all the data, so you don't forget, so you can have all the relevant information after the meeting, so you can do your actionables, right? So AI is already taking the notes. AI is summarizing the notes. And then AI is going to give me back my notes briefings based on my notes, but I'm not taking notes. AI is taking notes. And the part that kills me is it may be subject to mistakes. The whole point of taking notes is so you don't have mistakes. It just seems kind of lowering the bar for themselves.
I think it's a pretty safe topic to jump on because it's here, but not all the way here yet that we understand. B, I think we've all experienced some level of discomfort with it. And C, we have seen the movie iRobot. So I feel like we kind of understand where things could go. I'm just pointing that out.
So with that said, let's let the MSPs take it from here. Let us know at our MMN Discord. We'll put the link below. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're doing, or let us know in the comments of these videos. We want to hear from you. Until then, see you on the next MSP Dispatch.
Stay safe, everyone.
If you like this content, please click like and subscribe.